right, welcome to One Nation, a Sports Soccer Magazine Extra. Tonight is Monday, February the 27th. Man, this month has flown by. This year is flying by already. And we've got another great program for you tonight. We've got two sisters, and we've got a Sasquatch and a bald eagle. All sorts of things that you're going to have on this program. But speaking of Sasquatch, let's go ahead and bring in my co-host, the Jay Gill. How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. I would love for you to explain to the viewers how I got the nickname the Sasquatch.
Uh, the beard?
Because I am sassy and I'm hairy. That's why
Okay,
I am the Sasquatch.
okay. And why
Anyways,
and why am I the bald eagle?
that's pretty obvious there, Baldy. Anyways, so tonight we have the funniest part is I don't know how often I've shared this on the show, but I had to help my dad set up his iPhone, and so Siri knows him as the bald eagle. And so whenever she has to, whenever he's like talks to Siri and she's like, "Hey, bald eagle, what do you need?" And I am so happy. It makes my heart
Yeah.
just bloom and blossom every time I hear it. So
And
I
I
just I have
and
to
I
share that.
immediately go, thanks, son. Thanks.
Yeah. Shut up, phone. Leave
Especially
me
when she's
alone.
sassy. I mean, when she's sassy, it sounds like Sasquatch. Siri
Oh man.
Sasquatch. All right.
Tonight we have the cover athletes from our January February magazine. Dad, do you have the issue? Yes, you do. You heard me right, folks. I said athletes. Yet again, we have another dynamic sister duo this week, but this time it's on the basketball court. Aushara and Kiana Hostetler of Linn High School. Shar's a senior, Kiana's a sophomore. They got to team up for the first time in their high school careers on the court. These gifted athletes are also on the Lady Wildcat softball team as well. As a junior last year, Ashara hit a career milestone when she scored her 1,000 career points. I can't wait to get an update. I need to know how many points she's at now. To top it all off, these athletic girls, they're not only athletes, they also have been able to maintain a 4.0 GPA, and Ashara is on track to graduate as her class valedictorian. So not only are they the brawn of tonight's show, they're also the brains. So, Dad, without further ado, let's bring on Ashara and Kiana Hostetler.
Hey, girls, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Hey.
We are good. It's good to have you guys on here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm
you
really excited.
are good. Well, you heard our nicknames. Do you guys have any nicknames?
We don't have any fun nicknames like that, honestly.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
good. They're fun. Okay, Jay, they're fun. Thank you.
they are fun.
Awesome.
Oh,
Well,
that's
you
awesome.
guys have done such an
Well,
outstanding job.
Shar,
And go ahead.
no, I was going to say, Shar, I would love to hear about all of the chemistry that you and Kiana have on the court. How has that been so special this year?
For sure. We have a lot of chemistry, and it's been a lot of fun to experience that actually playing together. Um, we're best friends on and off the court, so the way you see us on the court is exactly how we are off the court as well. So it's really fun to see that transfer into sports. The last 2 years have been a lot of fun, and it allows us to play better as a team and as a whole when her and I know what the other one is wanting to do. And um, it's been a really cool experience overall.
Now, we got to actually watch you guys play each other a little bit, and I'm going to tell you, uh, it's pretty competitive. So
Hold on,
if
hold
that's
on.
how you guys are off the court as well, it's a little scary in my mind, but that's
Okay,
okay.
let's just bring it up right here, right there.
Bring it on.
You know, they were trying to look good for the photo shoot, but yet you saw the fire in their eyes. It's like, I am going to dominate.
I was like, I'm like, well, Please, no bloody faces for the photo shoot. Please, we don't need that. Kiana was ready to throw some elbows. So, Kiana, over to you now. How are you able to take that same chemistry and then work it into the team play with your other teammates?
Well, it's just really nice because like I always know where Char's going to be on the court and like I know what she likes to do. So it makes it a lot easier to like always know where she is and then know how to get my other teammates open by using her and what she likes to do to get them open and help them succeed too.
What do your how do the other, I'm going to go a little off script here, Kiana, how do the other teammates respond? Are they pretty excited that to have both of you on the team, or are they kind of like, well, just let the sisters do their thing, we're going to hang back?
No, they're definitely very supportive of us and we all are really close, so that helps a lot and everyone does a big part on our team, so it's a really big deal.
Good. Very good.
Very cool. So, Shara, I need to know, what's it like knowing how your sister plays and then utilizing that to take advantage of your opponents?
Well, it's one of those things where her and I are we play really really well together, but we don't have the same roles on the team. So it allows us to really team up against opponents when we don't do the same things. It makes it very difficult to play against us. Kiana's a huge defensive asset to our team. So she's that player that is up in your grill all the time, and I hate playing against her personally. She's like a little gnat that's just always there, and it's awful. So she's one of those players. It's very hard offensively to score against her, and she's so long and lengthy, and so whenever she's up defensively, I have all the trust in the world that she's going to end up with the ball some way somehow. And so allowing that, and I like to score the ball, so she's always able to get up the floor and look for me. So it's pretty hard to defend us and play offense against us because of her length and knowing what she likes to do on the defensive end. And she's such a playmaker on the offensive end as well. So it makes everything easier when she's on the court. She runs the whole show really. She makes my job really easy. Um, and I think the point guard role is a very underestimated and underrated role on the basketball court. So I like to acknowledge her role on the court whenever I possibly can.
Jay, Jay, I think we've got a nickname already. It came. So we've got Sasquatch, Bald Eagle, and the Gnat.
And the
Now,
gnat, yeah, I
we
heard that
we
too.
we need one. Now we need one for you, Ashera. We need one for you.
uh,
I
yeah,
know, I know.
So Kiana, that's
I
going to be
think
up
we'll
to
get
you.
it. I think we'll find one. Well,
Okay,
so
okay.
you're so complimentary. You talk about how great she is, how much of a gnat she is. So I really enjoyed that commentary. That was nice.
Sure.
Kiana, how did you feel being called a gnat? Is that a compliment or?
Well, it's definitely a compliment in some ways, but it's not the first time she's called me that. So,
Okay.
I like it. I like it. Off the top of your head, do you have an animal that you would describe Shar, like how she plays?
oh boy. I don't know. She's very calm on the court, which is really nice because like she
Okay.
keeps all of us composed and stuff. So, whatever animal could go with that, I guess.
The only calm animal I'm thinking of is a sloth,
Well,
but that more describes me and not Shar because she's the furthest thing from that. I watched her play and
Yeah.
yeah, I peed my pants a little. I got pretty intimidated, so I don't think that's it. We'll come up with
we'll
something.
come
We'll
up with
come up
something.
with
Yeah.
something. All
We'll
right, all
find
right,
it.
all right. So Kiana, you've spent some time learning from your older sister. What are some things you've learned from her, and how have you tried to complement your game with hers?
Well, she's taught me a lot of things, like on and off the court, just about life in general. But on basketball, she's really taught me like how to keep focused and stay composed during the game, and like you have to stay out of your head and have confidence in yourself. And so it's really fun to play with her because you can like, I said she's the calm, but she's also the fire in our team. She gets everyone up and ready to go and keeps everyone pumped up the whole game. So it's really fun because like I can bring the ball down the court and make the plays, but I get to give the ball to her and she'll get excited no matter who scores. So it's just a really fun game to play with her just because she teaches you so many life lessons, even just off the basketball court too. So
Well, the Fire would be one nickname, but maybe we'll come up with another one as we go. I mean, yeah, that's a
Well,
pretty good one.
the only fire animal I was
Fire ants.
thinking of was the phoenix. Well, I was
Okay.
thinking of the phoenix,
Okay.
the bird, the legendary mythical creature. So, anyways, that would be pretty cool.
That would be
Except,
that
pretty
would be a
you
epic.
cool
named
nickname.
Kiana the Gnat. It would be cool, but it just doesn't complement with Kiana. We have the phoenix and the gnat, folks. Watch out! Watch out! Not to go off subject too much, but I'm going to. I was hanging out with my great grandpa. Well, my kid's great grandpa, my grandpa Ted Ballinger, and he told me when he went to college, uh, their mascot, their team name was the Nats,
Yeah.
and so
Oh no.
uh,
Yeah.
he
No
loves
way.
telling that he loves telling that story. And anyways, yeah, they were the Nats, but the other
Think.
teams were very mean to them and had horrible chants they would scream out at them.
Well, wouldn't you
And
do
I
that
won't repeat
too?
them on the show. Yeah.
Look out,
Oh
guys!
yeah.
Look out, guys! Here come the gnats.
Hilarious.
Watch out.
And if you know my grandpa Ted, I mean, Dad, I don't want to be mean to. Is he like 5'2", 5'3", 5'5"? I don't want to be mean. He's short. He's tiny. He is he is a
Anything
gnat.
I
That's a
say
fact.
can and will be used against me
uh,
in this on this farm.
that is too
Uh,
funny.
so I couldn't get that out of my head. That's awesome. All
Hey,
right. So
real quick,
Shar.
Jay.
Oh
Real quick,
yeah.
Jay. I wanted to just point out real quick. Those of you that are watching, if you have any comments or questions for Kiana or Sheriff, feel free to pipe in or just say, Jay, Kirk, be quiet. We want to ask this. Whatever. That's fine. We'll listen to what you guys have to say and feel free to make those comments and we'll bring you on the air. All right. There you go.
All right, you senior athlete, you hit a pretty
Oh
amazing
man.
milestone as a junior last year when you scored your 1000th point. How special
Yes.
was that milestone? And what are some of the other goals that you've reached along the way this year?
That was a huge milestone for sure, especially considering how I started out my freshman year. I started out averaging 8 points a game, so it was definitely not on the track of scoring 1,000 points as a junior. Which this is a huge milestone at any age or any level. So I like this is a huge milestone not only for me as an individual but as a team. I can't reach these goals without them. It's not 1 on 5. So um, just everyone acknowledged when I could score the ball really well on a night and got me the ball really well. So it was a huge deal for me personally. Um, it also, I won't lie, helped a lot with the college recruitment process. So that was really cool. Um, but yeah, for sure. And then this year, getting all district and all conference honors, those are always a huge deal for me. Being able to compete against the girls in our conference is a huge deal. Um, they are, we have a really tough conference, especially against, teams like Fatima and such. So there's a lot of
Mhm.
talented players. So to be able to get those honors is a big deal. Um, and then of course just being whatever I can be for my team, and if that means all tournament teams, whatever it is, whatever role I need to play each game, is a big deal for me.
Outstanding.
Very cool. I love that even when I'm trying to put all the attention on you, you still have to pass it off and talk about how great your team is. It speaks to your integrity. I like that. I will have to say, my boy Elijah Mayfield, He is making me and Kirk feel good tonight. He
That's
said,
right.
"Hey, Kirk and Jay, you both are doing a good job tonight. Your favorite person, Elijah, you are one of our favorite people of all time." And that also shows that some weeks we do horrible. And so tonight, though, he says we're doing pretty good. And I think that's because we're getting some pretty good assists from our
Yes.
guest tonight. What do you say
Oh,
to that, Kirk?
look how you worked that in an assist. Wow. You worked that right
That
in.
was good.
Little play on words there, Jay Gill.
What can I
That was
say?
good.
What can I say? Play is gonna play. You know what I'm
That's
saying? All
right.
right, all right. Kiana, so you seem to be coming after your sister's accomplishments with a determined mindset. What is driving you to do better and possibly catch up to Shar in some of her accomplishments?
Well, just seeing her achieve those goals and like all that stuff that she's been dreaming of since she was little coming into her life is really big deal. And I want to accomplish my dreams and goals too that I've had since I was little. And like she said, like watching the team succeed too when you get those accomplishments is a big deal for everyone. And so I might not get the same accomplishments she does, but like just getting some accomplishments that I've dreamed of since I was little would be a big deal for me.
Yeah. That you but we could tell during that day when we did that photo shoot. I mean, you were like, I don't care if it's a photo shoot. I'm going to block your shot. And you did. And then she was like, oh, no, you don't. I'm going to have to get you back. You
Yeah.
guys were like, yeah, it was awesome. But that's good. That's good competitive nature right there in the family. I am sure that the board games get a little competitive as well, right?
Oh, very much
Oh
so.
yeah,
And very, very loud. Very loud at our house.
there's a
All
lot of
right.
yelling.
That's
Uh,
great.
Oh my goodness.
That is
So,
great.
Shar, what's it like being the oldest sibling and setting the tone for all of the other kids that are following after you?
well, ever since I was young, being the oldest, it comes with a lot of responsibility. So it's something I've always kept at the forefront of my mind, and especially since we now have there's seven of them that are younger than me. So it's something that I always keep at the forefront of my mind, and whether I'm playing, whether I'm off the court, whether I'm when it comes to academics or just being in public, being at home, however I respond to people, they do look at me in everything that I do. And I know sometimes it's hard as an oldest sibling. It doesn't feel like they're looking up to you or it doesn't feel like they're watching you, but they really are watching your every move. So just making sure that I'm a good example towards them and whatever I'm doing is a huge deal to me. I want them to show to them that they can have a good time and they can be respectful and responsible while they're doing it. So that's something that I always try and remember when I'm playing, how I'm responding to people,
Hmm.
whatever it comes down to.
Very good.
Yep, that's awesome. So, Kiana, she just kind of hinted at it, but in the article, we learned there are 10 members in that family. So that's mom and dad and 8 kids. So next year you're going to be taking the mantle with leadership. You'll be the oldest one in the house. What? Well, not older than mom and dad. Sorry. What do you what do you want to focus on with your younger siblings?
Well, Char really is going to leave big shoes to fill. You know, she really is a great big older sister, and we all do look up to her a lot. And so I just want to make sure that I'm showing the same things she does, like just keep pushing to be the best you can be. And like academics are a really big deal no matter what. And on the court, off the court, whatever you're doing, like you need to show respect to people and show God in everything you do because that's the only reason you're there. So.
That's awesome.
You know what? We have another possible nickname, but it kind of goes along with yours, Jay. She said big shoes. We could go big foot, but yours is Sasquatch. So I don't think we can. I don't think we can pull. It's too close. I think the copyright would not work.
Hey, I don't know, man. We could make some T-shirts. The Sasquatch and the Bigfoot hanging out with the bald eagle and the gnat. I mean,
There you
come
go.
on. That's a podcast name in and of
It
itself.
is.
I
It
mean,
is.
let's do it.
It is. Hey, you guys have done outstanding. This has been a lot of fun. We have another segment that we're going to do, but before we do that, we're going to take a quick commercial break with our sponsors. And then, after we're done with the second segment, we have something we like to call the speed round. And you girls are going to get to hear firsthand Jay's rendition of our theme song for the speed round.
Oh boy.
So that is
I'm
just something,
excited.
yeah, you're not going to want to leave that one. All right. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and take our break real quick, but we'll be right back.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Not everybody is an 8 to 5 Monday through Friday type. At CNS, we have employment options for the way you want to work with our flexible scheduling program. Flexible scheduling is designed to fit your lifestyle and allows you to be in control of your schedule. CNS offers insurance plans upon employment. Celebrating 45 years of staffing, CNS Business Services.
Say yes to CNS.
Say yes to CNS. Say yes to the Missouri Army National Guard. Right, Jay?
Oh, absolutely. We love our sponsors here on One Nation, a Sports Locker magazine extra. Starting off with the Missouri Army National Guard. If you are a service member, if you have signed up to serve our country, the only thing we can say is thank you.
Yes,
thank you so much. We appreciate that very much. They say 5% of the nation has that calling inside their heart that they want to sign up and serve the country, to join the military, and less than 1% actually act on it. So I'm telling you, if you are one of those people that have that calling in your heart, that desire that you do want to serve your country, reach out to the Missouri Army National Guard. They are an awesome company right there in mid-Missouri. And I'm telling you, they will help you get on the right career path. They will help you every step of the way, even talking to your family. And they will support you wholeheartedly. And it also helps with paying for college. There's so many good benefits to it. So if that's you, you have that calling and you have that desire, please reach out to the Missouri Army National Guard. They will help you every step of the way. Next up, we have CNS Business Services. They've been around for 45 years. They've also been a part of our podcast since day one. They are an awesome company. If you are looking for flexible scheduling, if you need help finding a job right now, call CNS. Like, they will not let you down. They will work with you. They will help you. If you have any specific needs, any specific requirements, they will help you find the right spot and get your core values aligned with the right company too. I'm telling you, they're an awesome people. Reach out to CNS Business Services. That's all I got for you.
Well, that's pretty good. And we're just going to transition that right on to awesome people. And we're going to bring these two awesome people back on. Thank you, guys. You guys have been doing outstanding. You heard Jay. That was his, I don't know what you want to call it, monologue. But again, I'm telling you that that pales in comparison to when he does our theme song for the speed round. I'm building that up, buddy.
Dude, it's
you
funny.
Can't
I usually change it every week, and as soon as you said it, I had this really interesting one pop in my head. So I'm gonna run with it. We'll see how it happens.
All right.
Anyways, starting this segment off, Kiana, I'd love to hear more about your family. Specifically, I want to hear about your mom and dad. Not that I know them or anything, but I would love to hear what kind of impact they've had on your life.
Oh man, they've had such a big impact. They are our biggest supporters. They come to every game, every tournament, everything. They've taken me to practice for however many years when I couldn't drive. I don't think they've missed a single one of my games, which is a really big deal. They always find time in between the younger kids and everything to always make sure they're there for us. So they really show God in everything they do. They teach us that it's really important to respect everyone and show God and just love all people because everyone is a person and everyone has feelings and just everything like that. They tell us how important academics are and they're really good people. They're great role models and I look up to them every single day.
Very good. Elijah's giving Jay some more love
That was
here
a
real
great
quick.
answer, but Elijah just brought tears to my eyes. Elijah, buddy, I love you so much. I am the best co-host out there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Man, time to humble brag on me.
Hey,
No,
J-
I do. I know how much Keith and Monty have. I know how good of people they are and how good of hearts they have. So I just love hearing about them. But now the pressure's on you, Shar,
nope,
because
nope,
Kiana
nope,
said a
nope,
lot of
nope,
good
nope, no,
stuff.
no, 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 no. My turn. I
Oh,
get to ask this one.
oh,
I was the
okay,
oldest, so I'm going to ask the oldest.
okay.
As the oldest, Aushara, you have had the distinct pleasure of being the first in most everything. Sometimes that's good, and sometimes you probably see your siblings getting by a little bit with some of the things that you didn't get to. Uh, through it all, though, what do you most admire about your mom and dad?
I think for me, I admire their faith through everything that we've been through as a family. Doing foster care, adopting 6 kids out of that system. Um, it's a hard system to be a part of. It's very hard as a parent to stay confident in what you're doing. And to have to deal with a lot of the situations that these kiddos are put in. So I admire my parents' faith, I think, through it all. And they've showcased to every single one of us at any age level that if you keep God at the center, everything will work out great and it'll work out the way it was supposed to work out. So they've done a fantastic job of doing that for us. And um, all of us have very different personalities. You'll learn that very quickly if you ever meet any of us. Even Kiana and I have, when it comes to certain situations, very different personalities. So my parents have done a phenomenal job with raising each of us accordingly and handling each of us according to each of our personalities. So um, just basing everything in our home around our faith is a huge thing, and um, we're super happy. Really, we are.
Well, with having that number of kids in the house, I mean, have your parents ever slipped up on this when they're trying to call out one of you? She may be saying, she's trying to say Ashara, but they're saying Kiana, and just rattling off names, and then
Listen,
you know who I'm
listen.
talking about. Come on.
We've we've actually, believe it or not, about I think it was a few years ago, we were going through the whole moving process into this new house, and I actually got called the dog's name before my name. So I got every kid and then the dog before my name came out. And I don't even know that my name came out at that point. I think it was she said Minnie and then she just told me to come there. So I just wung it. I just assumed that she was talking to me.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
The
that is
dog.
awesome.
Well, wait, what's the
I don't
dog's
let her
name?
live it down.
What's the dog's name?
The dog's name was Minnie.
Minnie. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Not
right.
even close to any of our names.
All right. Yeah.
You said that's good enough. I'll take it. That's good
Yeah.
enough. Oh man.
She was looking at you. You knew what she was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. We figured it out.
All right, the Nat, Kiana, back to you. I want I want to take this time. I want you to talk to us about your other family members, maybe some siblings, and what you appreciate most about them.
I really, I love my family. Like all my close family, distant family, they're all really big supporters of us. And like, my mom's family lives in Minnesota and some of them in Colorado. And like, we'll still get text messages like, great job tonight, ladies, loved watching you play. And it's just a really big deal to me that they watch us live and all that stuff. Like, they take that time through their kids and their work to still find time to watch us play a sport we love, which is a really big deal. And my little siblings, even though they're like young, they really look up to us, you can tell, and they support us in everything that we do. And they're our biggest cheerleaders. We'll hear them in the stands every game yelling for us, which is a really big deal. And then our family that we have close, our grandparents especially, they come watch our games and yell, and so it's just a really big deal. They're all great supporters of us.
Speaking of your grandparents, I happened to walk into their store there in Lynn, and you were working there, Aushara. I was taking in the magazines, and there you were. So
I
here,
was
here you
there.
go. No, they're great people. We really like them. They really good. Jay, there's another person that we want to talk about, and you're pretty close to this guy. Why don't you ask this question?
Well, Dad, I would, but it really seems like it's directed for you asking it.
Okay, I'll ask it because you are right.
Yep.
Sure. What about your Uncle Mike and Aunt Angie out in Colorado? I know you don't see those guys too often, but what we all want to know: can you two girls take down Mike and Jay in a game of 2-on-2? And if so, what would be your strategy?
Listen, to start things off, when if you've never met my Uncle Mike, he's just a little guy. He's just a itty bitty little dude. So right away we have a size advantage.
Okay.
So this is my game plan. I've been scheming about this all day.
Okay.
We have a size advantage and a speed advantage. No offense, Jay. So whoever my lovely Uncle Mike is guarding will get posted up. He will get posted up no matter what, and it'll be an easy layup every time.
Wow.
So that's the game plan. We're gonna attack my Uncle Mike every single time.
Okay, so Jay, are you a little scared now? A little frightened?
Look, all I can say is I might be a big fella. I will surprise you with how quick I am. I'll tell you that right now. It comes out of nowhere. I'm like a fat ninja, okay?
Fat ninja.
You know, I'm a heavy honey badger. I might be a little thick, but I'm wild, okay? I'm wild.
So and with all that static that you're giving them, I would want to know, Jay, what exactly would you want to know how many fouls you could have? I mean, is there a limit on fouls that Jay could have that he could practice? I mean, what's the limit, girls? What would be the limit on fouls for him?
No, this is street ball. This is unlimited. Welcome to Hack-a-Shack. I'm telling you, it's gonna get a little street ball out there. No,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I think I would pee my pants a little if I had to play you guys 2-on-2. But I would try. I don't think I'd win, but I would try.
If it makes
I can't
you
wait
feel
to show
better,
this to Mike later.
Yes. Go ahead, Aushara.
now you two have to come to Missouri. We'll have to test this out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And
Yep.
I will be there to watch.
There we go.
Yep.
I will be there to record.
We'll plan it. We will plan it.
I will be there to record so we can put it on this program right here.
There
Oh.
we go.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect. I will do the editing of that video, and as I magically transform into a completely different person and dunk it, don't be surprised. That's all I got to say. All right. Kiana, tell us about your education and why that's so important to you.
Well, my education has always been a big deal. You know, everyone always stresses it. Like, if you want to go anywhere in life, you have to have good grades. Like, to get into college, even to play high school sports, if you have an F, you don't get to play. So, I've really been working on my grades, and like, I know a lot of kids just get by the bare minimum so that they can play, but grades are a big deal for me. Like, I've always tried in school, so my parents have always taught me that you try in whatever you do, and so I've always worked hard and just studied and everything like that just to make sure I have good grades in school.
But both of you have maintained a 4.0 GPA. At some point, aren't you supposed to just, oh, Elijah, oh, you're so nice. Kirk is the best host ever on Sports Locker Magazine. Thanks,
and I do
buddy.
have to make a quick comment on that one. I don't know how good that makes me feel, Elijah, since I'm the only host. So you're the best, but you're the only one. Thanks, Elijah. I appreciate it, though, buddy.
Yeah. It was funny because you had said you can't get an F and play, and I'm in my head I'm like, well, you can get a C minus and still play. So what's pushing both of you all? Like, I want to do the absolute best I can, because I doubt your parents are like, if you don't have a 4.0, you're not gonna play. So what's pushing you to go for the best possible GPA?
Well, I mean, I've worked all my life to like have good grades, and my parents always told us like work for whatever you do. And it's almost like that competitive side too, like I don't even like having an A minus because why? Like what's the point?
I love it. What's the point? A minus.
I want to hear this from you too, Shar. You're on pace to be the valedictorian of your class. What's been pushing you?
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's the idea of paying for college. Ever since we hit high school, college is something that I've always talked to about with my parents, and I have to pay for college, and we both do. We have to pay for our schooling ourselves. So, knowing that keeping on track with our grades will help us get those competitive scholarships and stuff like that in order to help us pay to go to the college that we want to go to and that we will have a good time at and be able to get our best education. So that's always been a thing for us. And like Kiana said, it's like that competitive side. If you ever meet us, even if we don't like to do what we're doing, we don't really do anything half-heartedly. That's just how we've been raised. If you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it to your best potential. So, like she said, I think I got a B on a test once and cried, and I know that sounds really pathetic, but it did happen. So that's that competitive side also. I actually don't I hate it when my best friend gets a better score on a test than me. Like it's a bad habit probably. But
So
it
how long
happens.
ago? How long ago was it that you got that B? Because I mean, if you're gonna tell me back in kindergarten, I'm like, okay, come on, Shar.
I actually think it was in 8th grade.
Okay.
I think it was.
All right.
So Shar, I also want you to touch on what's your plans for after high school?
So yeah, we graduate in May. And then I'm planning on attending Stevens College in Columbia, Missouri. I'm going to continue playing basketball there. And I'm going to plan on getting my bachelor's in elementary education. Um, Fortunately, with where I went to school, I was able to get a lot of college credits while I was here. So I'll be entering as a sophomore into college. And then hopefully my 4th year of eligibility, I'll be able to start working on a master's degree.
Yeah, that talks about how competitive and how driven you are. I mean, you're already just basically skipping a year. You're going right on into your sophomore year. That's great. Congratulations.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
Thank you.
I think it's awesome. Kiana, tell us about competitive ball. Are you going to keep playing that this summer? And what are your goals there?
I am gonna keep playing. I last year was my first year with Missouri Phenom, and like it's amazing how much I improved just from 1 year with them. They like really work on ball handling, which is a big deal for me since I'm the point guard. And last year I went into it timid and I was like I didn't really know anyone, so I kind of stuck by Char's side the whole time and didn't really make much friends. So this year my goal is to just go in there and play like I do in school ball and have that confidence and just try to meet more people and just succeed as much as I can.
You got that question, Jay?
There we go. All right. Question for younger sister. Are you going to continue your athletic career in college next year?
In 2 years, right?
Yeah.
In 2 years.
She's got a little while.
I do want to continue playing. I really do. Basketball is a really big thing for me, so I think it'd be really cool to play basketball at the next level, whether it's with my sister, against my sister, or somewhere else. Just being able to play a sport I love is a big deal for me, so yes.
Very good.
Very cool. Very cool. Real quick as well, Kiana, I had another one popped in my head here. I just want to give you the moment to tell Shar how much you have appreciated her and how much you have appreciated playing with her this year. I'll let you take the floor.
So much. Like, words cannot even describe how much I love playing with you. Like, these last 2 years of high school have been the best 2 years they possibly could have. And I know our season didn't end like we wanted it to, but you've still made a really big impact on my life. So I thank you for that.
Wow, that is awesome. You know what, Shar, you get to come back. You have this in recording. You can always have it. It's there. You have it. You can always show her. Remember when you said this about me?
It's proof.
You were nice to me. You were nice to me.
You liked me at one point.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, that's great. You guys are so close. That's good.
All right. And Shar, I'd love for you to tell us how much you have appreciated your coaches, what you've learned from them, and that you'll be able to apply to your career as it continues.
Yeah, absolutely. So I never really liked basketball up until middle school. So I met a coach at church, really good family within our church, and I became best friends with his daughter, who's my age. And he took a little chance on me. I was tall for my age, which probably is what made him want me to play. But he's definitely the one that I think started this whole thing for me. He grew my confidence, made me want to score the basketball and actually have it in my hand instead of just standing there on the basketball court looking like I knew what I was doing. So he was a huge deal for me for sure. And he's still doing awesome things at Kirksville High School now with that basketball team. And he let me play on his competitive team for 5 years, which gained me a lot of friendships. I was able to, the girl that I played with for 5 years on that team, her and I got recruited by the same school. So we get to be roommates and stuff like that. So it kind of, everything is coming full circle. So I can't thank him enough for any of this. And then the Phenom coaches were huge for me also with the whole recruitment process. They also helped me a lot fundamentally, like Kiana was talking about. But they helped me a lot with the mental state of basketball. It is hard to mentally stay sound while you're playing. When you're frustrated, mad, whatever it is hard to stay composed. So they were huge on that, and the coaches I had with Phenom were huge through there, and I was able to meet my college coach through Phenom and stuff like that. So that was just a really big experience. And then of course my high school coaches were huge for me. I came in my freshman year wanting to make a difference at our school. When I came in as a freshman, girls basketball was absolutely nothing. We had 8 wins my freshman season. We were not good at all. But all those coaches and my teammates took a chance with me, and we all bought into the program and we wanted to make a difference. And now here we are, 3 district championships in a row. Unfortunately, haven't won one yet, but I think definitely Kiana and the groups coming up are going to be able to get that job done. So I like to thank them all whenever I can for everything they've done. Coach Ross taking a chance on us this year and leaving the boys' side of basketball and joining the girls' side was a huge deal for us, to have a coach who really wanted to take a chance on us and wanted to win a district championship as much as we did. So they're definitely going to do awesome things in the future. And I thank all my teammates from freshman year to senior year for being a huge part of my whole basketball career.
Well, we know that they would have appreciated you greatly and your effort and competitiveness and your leadership. You girls lost by 1 point, correct?
We did.
Yeah.
Very low scoring game.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that the fans and the parents and everybody involved with the program right there in Lynn have been extremely honored to have you playing basketball for the school and representing them. So well done, Aushara. That's very
Thank
good,
you.
and keep that going, Kiana. We know you're going to. And you know what, guys? You did not hang up on us, and that's good because you get to hear the world
We get to
premiere,
hear it now.
the world premiere for the speed round intro by Sasquatch, the J Gill. You ready?
I'm ready.
I need to have a
I'm
countdown or
ready.
something.
Okay. Again, we change it. We change it every week. I never know what I'm gonna do, but this one popped in my head earlier, and I'm gonna run with it. Speed round. Speed round. Welcome to
Okay,
the speed round.
that is so good. I'm so thankful it wasn't Barney or
Thank you.
something.
Maybe
That was
next week,
good.
Dad. Maybe
Well
next
done.
week. I got you. I
He did
got you.
good. He did good.
Thank
He
you.
did good. All right,
Thank
go
you.
Jay. You got some stuff
All
to
right.
ask.
Starting off with Shar. Okay, I've got some stuff to ask. If you can tell, I'm a foodie. I like to eat. So I have to
Oh,
know,
me too.
what is your favorite after game snack or meal?
Ooh, after game snack or meal. This sounds horrible, but after games, I always crave sweets. So if we can go get some ice cream or a frosted lemonade from Chick-fil-A, I'm all for it. That is my go-to after games.
That didn't sound horrible, did it?
Why would you say that's horrible?
I don't
I
know.
know this is horrible, but I love sweets. Yeah, that sounds great. Not horrible. That's the opposite of horrible. Okay. I like it. Kiana, same question to you. I have to know, what's your go-to after game snack or meal?
Oh boy, I don't really eat meals after games. Like I always have to give it a second before I'm really hungry.
Mhm.
So like, get me a good old Snicker bar. I'd be happy.
Okay.
I mean, I do like a Snicker bar, but I also like a full-on meal. I'm a
Actually,
hungry guy, especially
actually,
after running around a lot.
actually, Jay's go-to meal is just plain white rice. That's his go-to meal.
Funny. Funny. We've had, and I don't even know, Dad, how many episodes have we done? A lot.
Yeah.
Over 100.
Yes.
We had one student say their favorite after game snack or meal was just plain white rice. Nothing on it.
No.
They're not even going to do anything, just plain white rice. He's one of the most
Oh.
healthiest people I know. And I was very
Yeah,
sad. I was
that's
very
not me.
sad. Yep. That's not me either. All right.
Yeah.
Going back over to you, Shar. If your life was a story, what would it be titled?
Oh. Oh,
The
I'd have to think
Phoenix.
about that.
The Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
The Phoenix and the Seven
Oh,
Siblings. Got it. I love it. Perfect.
the Phoenix and the Gnat.
The Phoenix and the Gnat. Okay,
The
there you
The
go.
Phoenix and the Gnat.
I love it. All right. Going over to the Nat. Kiana, if you were a Disney character, who would you be?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. I'd like to think of myself as like a Rapunzel, very adventurous type of person.
Good.
Very nice. Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Kiana, Ashard, do you agree with Kiana? Is she Rapunzel?
Well, listen, I I see a very different side of her than everyone else sees. So like she's like the shy person in person. But then, like, I don't know if you've ever, I don't even know if this is a Disney movie, but have you ever watched the movie Trolls? She's like those
I
little
love trolls.
bubbly trolls at home, where they just like, so I don't know. But sometimes she's the grumpy one too. Like in the morning, she's the grumpy one. So I don't know. She's a mixture of a lot of different characters. I couldn't
Okay.
pick one.
Oh my
So
goodness.
Kiana, wow,
Oh.
you said all those nice things earlier. I mean, any retractions, or are you still good?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh. Yeah,
The trolls
you're
are
a gnat
happy.
and a
They're happy
troll.
little
Let's
characters.
be clear. You're a gnat and a troll. Let's be clear. That's what she thinks of you. All right, perfect. All right, Shar.
Oh man.
What animal are you secretly terrified of?
A snake, and it's not a secret. I, I'm absolutely terrified of them. I will not be anywhere near them. When it can still move, when its head is not attached to its body, it's not okay.
Yeah,
Why can they
And it can
swim? They don't
climb.
have arms
It
or
can
legs.
yeah.
exactly. It can swim and climb trees without any limbs. It's not okay.
Not
No,
okay. I like it.
those
Not
All
are
right,
okay.
It's
I
not for
not.
like it.
me.
All right, Kiana, what chore do you absolutely despise doing?
Oh, dishes 1,000%. 1,000%.
That is like the
Like
number
you,
one answer I get.
Yeah.
if you ask me to put them in the dishwasher, like I can do that. But if you ask me to put them in the sink and wash them, that's nasty because like food gets in the water and then you just grab a chunk of something and you don't know what it is.
It's a snake.
And I can't do that. Uh,
Oh, that's awesome. All right, Shar, if you could teleport right now, where would you go?
Oh, I would go to Santorini, Greece.
You answered that very
I've been.
quickly. Why is that?
Yep. They have epic sunsets. I've been wanting to go there since in eighth grade. When we had to do a project in my math explore class, and I had to figure out how much it would cost me to get there, and it was way more than I could ever afford. But I fell in love with the place, so
Okay.
that's my
Okay.
dream
I
place
like
to
it.
visit. Yep.
All right, Kiana, help us out. Help all of the listeners out. What is one thing that calms you down when you are stressed?
um, hmm. It depends, like what I'm stressed about. Basketball honestly is a big thing for me, like to relieve stress, just to be able to go out and play. But then like music is also a big one. Like I love listening to music or just reading a book, like sitting outside and reading, just to like calm me down and just stop thinking about everything.
Well, Jay's going to follow up with that one, right? The book.
I am indeed. So, Kiana, what is your go to book? What book do you recommend to all of your friends?
Ooh. I don't know if I have a go-to book, but right now there's this one author. Her name is Colleen Hoover, and I've read like 4 or 5 of her books, and they are so good. Every single one of them is so good. So I would definitely recommend her to anyone.
Very good.
I wrote the name down. Thank you. Perfect. And then Shar, finish this sentence for me. When I dance, I look like
A frog.
A frog.
a frog.
I don't know. It's the first thing that came to my brain.
You want to know what
Or
I
a
thought of?
worm. Or
What'd you
a
think of?
worm.
The worm. All right.
I thought of
What?
Chandler Bing.
Oh yeah, from Friends,
I
the
don't know if
TV show
anyone
Friends.
watches
That's
Friends,
a
but
good
I
one.
thought of Chandler Bing
That
when he
that is
talks
a good
about how he
one.
I
doesn't
like.
dance at weddings because there's girls there.
Uh huh. Uh huh. That's
That
awesome.
is a good one.
Yeah.
All right,
That's a
Dad.
better
Speed
one
round
than I
questions.
said.
What do you have?
No, that's good. You did great. You had plenty of them, and we've kept these
Perfect.
ladies on here for a long time. I know that Kiana's probably now worked up an appetite. She had track practice that she was at today, and then she's probably
She
rushed right
did.
here to get on the program. so she could be called the Nat by her sister. So we've enjoyed having you.
Man.
We've enjoyed having you both on here tonight. It's been a great interview. If you'll hold on with us until after the program ends, we'll visit with you real quick. But we're going to let Jay go ahead and close us out. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
All right, we'll
Hey,
be right
we
back.
had an absolute blast tonight hanging out with Aushara Hostetler and Kiana Hostetler of the Linn Lady Wildcats. And this was just a fun program. If you enjoyed yourself tonight and you're thinking, man, how can I get more of this? Me and the Bald Eagle, we're here every Monday at 7 o'clock. Join us live on our program, One Nation, a Sports Locker Magazine Extra, where we want to keep bringing you guys awesome stories, um, fun athletes from around mid-Missouri. If you guys have suggestions, ideas, shoot them our way. We love getting feedback from our audience, from our viewers. If you have someone you want us to bring on the program to interview, we will do it. So shoot us your ideas, and we would love to interact with you and keep this awesome train rolling. You know where to find us. We're here every Monday at 7 p.m. This is One Nation, a Sports Locker Magazine Extra. I'm the Sasquatch. That's the Bald Eagle. You guys have a great week. God bless.
God bless you. We'll see you next week.